just as much as I like to dunk.
Oh, man.
Nice outlet. Ahead to Brown. He's got help. Throws it up.
What?
Oh, yeah. Look at the Boston bench, man.
Welcome into Celtics post-game live. You got Scal, Chris Forsberg, Amina Smith here with you. And the Celtics with a big win over the Bucks, 119-116. And the Celtics, they started out this matchup in dominant fashion. They led by 14 at the half. Scal, what did Boston get right in this game?
Jaylen Brown from the start, quiet all the haters out there. He was attacking. I think he set the tone early, so I really liked the way that he played. I think he got us going in the right direction. And the other thing, as a team, we really moved it well and shot it well all the way through 3 quarters. Fourth quarter, I didn't like our pace, but we ended up getting a win.
And Jaylen, chief among them, I think it was like the season high 8 assists, and just felt like he was invested both early, setting the tone, dunking that basketball. Look, Scout, they hear it, right? Like, they can say that the last 24 hours, we've heard a lot of Jaylen slander about what he needs to do, his fit on this team, and then he came out and set a tone from the beginning.
But more than just that, Chris, he knows.
Right. Yeah.
Like, he knows he got to play better. True. That's part of the deal, right? And every player wants to be, like, maximize who they are as a player. So when a player doesn't play well, I mean, maybe you could say he cares about what people say, but for him, he cares how he plays. And you can see right from the start him setting the tone.
How important is it, Scal, you mentioned setting the tone. How important is it for Jaylen to start these games like that in order for him to have a good game? Because I feel like that's key when you talk about Jaylen
Amina,
Brown.
every team, every good team has a player that takes on that role of, I'm going to set the tone early. Every championship level team has that. It could be a power forward. It could be a point guard. But usually it's like the second best player say, like, I'm trying to cook early. Because the best player they can get there is anytime they want. So every great team has a guy like that.
I love the efficiency tonight. Super crisp through the first 3 quarters. Everybody kind of lost it there in the fourth, but set the tone with that ability to both score and then to assist. Scal, have you seen someone rock the cradle?
It's a windmill.
Oh, the windmill dunk. That was kind of sick.
Yo, talk to your boy right here.
Sorry,
rock the cradle.
That was
Rocking
sick.
the cradle is like this, man.
I thought he went both.
It's a windmill. It's a windmill.
I thought he got both in there.
Right here, Amina. What's up? What's up, man? You got to help your boy out.
See, that's why I have you up here on set. We both got to help him out together. It's a team effort. Just taking a look at the dunks that Jaylen Brown had in this game.
I don't look how you rock your baby. I mean, that's way too aggressive. I mean, have you ever rock your baby like this?
No, it depends. Sometimes I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
My poor children.
Oh, my goodness.
That was nasty.
Jaylen Brown started off this game with a dunk, and really Forsberg, I really feel like it set the tone for the rest of this team, and that's really kind of become his role a bit.
Yeah, and like you said, right, like you need someone, especially because Tatum sometimes seems to ease into games and find his way and find that rhythm. You need Jaylen Brown to go out there and set a tone, and especially on a night like this where you're coming off of 2 lackluster performances, a lot of energy in the building, and you can just tell, like, he set the tone, and the rest of the team fed off that for the first half.
Yeah, 26 points, 2 rebounds, and 8 assists for Jaylen Brown in this win. He's with Abby Chin after the game.
Whew, Jaylen, never a dull moment in this rivalry. They cut it to 3 late. How did you guys close this out?
We got a little bit lax. They came back, stormed back. They made some big-time plays. They got some big-time players. Fortunately, we were able to pull it out.
After what happened in Charlotte, what were you guys saying to each other when it came down to crunch time?
Just finish the drill. Don't panic. I think we still got some good looks, or whatever the case. But they start making a lot more shots, putting a lot more pressure on us, and we just got to manage that down the time.
You came out a man on a mission from the jump in this game. What was your mindset?
Just be aggressive. On the road. Had a little minor injury in Toronto, but I'm feeling good being back home, back in your own building, back in your own bed. So felt good at being out there.
You looked good. What can you say about your backcourt in Drew Holiday and Derek White making winning plays?
Just tough. Those guys is tough. They play both sides of the ball, and they just one of some of the league's best. So we count on them and depending on them to be who they are. So I'm excited to see their growth, and we got to keep letting them grow their confidence and keep playing good basketball.
I know it's early in the season, but this is a marquee matchup between 2 of the top teams in the East. What kind of message does this send?
We just trying to play and be the best version of ourselves, and I guess that's the only message that matters to me. So I think that's what we focused on.
Jaylen, thank you. Congratulations.
Appreciate you.
how Jaylen Brown tries to make it seem like it's just a regular game.
And this
It's
is
like,
the message.
I'm like, yeah, he's like, what's the message? He's like, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's just
in the huddle, hey, bring it in. Yo, we got to send them a message.
You gotta send him a message.
That's how.
I want to talk about Jaylen Brown and also Kristaps Porzingis. We know the storyline of both of them living in the same building, but that connection is really pouring onto the court. Scal, what are you seeing between those two the last several games?
We're seeing that Porzingis he's not Jokic, but he could really pass the ball. And the fact that, look at this, behind the back to the lob to the spike. I mean, this was a sweet play. And then you see the connection with Porzingis and the pick and pop. Porzingis and Al Horford are so important in this matchup because you got to keep Lopez honest. And I really like the way that guys have been playing pick and roll with Porzingis and him getting behind the defense.
And watching a lot of these highlights, I'm checking to see if Tatum's out there because you need lineups, and Scal, you've been on top of this the whole time. You got to find lineups that can subsist without Jason Tatum out there. And that Porzingis-Brown combo, if they can get anything going like they did tonight and you can bottle that up, that just makes you so much more dangerous.
Yeah, that connection just feels seamless out there.
Brown has to be aggressive, you know, and when I mean aggressive, it's just like keep going downhill. And it's okay to get downhill and just move it, but I think the more plays you make, the more plays they'll run for him, but not when he's just dribbling around, right? So if he's attacking, he's great for us.
All right, Scal, who's getting tonight's Tommy Award?
Oh, you guys know.
We get to do it.
I'm going to do it, but you have. Who was the MVP of the game today?
Jaylen Brown.
For me, it was
No.
Jaylen Brown.
No?
You guys are wrong. Al Horford was the best player.
Okay,
I like that.
No.
Break it down.
Because first of all, his passing was off the chart.
Right.
He has to guard. Him getting to the middle of the defense. When we were shooting well, Al Horford was in the game. Look at these plays. They're so simple, but they open up the floor. Here's the one up the floor for Jaylen Brown. And I get it. Like, Jaylen Brown had a bunch of buckets, but Al Horford with the defensive plays, the passing, the rebounding, guarding Giannis, being around the basket. There are a lot of good players. That's a Tommy Award. That's an MVP. He was an MVP of today's game. That's how good he was.
But see, that's what I'm used to seeing from Al Horford because he does make winning plays every time he's out there.
Not every time.
Every time you see Milwaukee or Philadelphia.
Stop playing with Al like that.
No, if it's a big game, I can stamp Al Horford as being the man.
2 Tommy Awards so far this season for Al Horford.